Welcome to another episode of Deep Conscious, our podcast. And today we're going to be talking about law of attraction slash manifesting. So, who wants to go first and talk about their experience or whatever?
So manifesting, I could say, it's honestly been the funnest thing I did in my spiritual journey. I manifested a lot of things, um, and honestly, I feel like it's not that hard. Honestly,
Yeah, I've been working on
Yeah.
like because normally with manifestation you're trying to do like a long technique, like writing something down. But I've been working on like instant techniques, and I low key think I manifested an Olympic win for the United States last night. Because like I was watching skeet, right?
word, yeah,
And like for Italian, like
Mm-hmm.
the Italian team, like I would envision the girl being like, all right, she'd miss the first one, then she'd get the second one, and then that exact
Bruh.
same thing happened 3 times. So I'm like,
Did
okay,
you watch it?
this
Poor
is kinda,
Italians. Come on, bro.
I'm kind of screwing over the Italians, but I'm manifesting.
Yeah, that's what's up.
manifest, yeah.
Oh, Nama's here.
It's
Okay,
making me.
let's go.
Nah, no, it's late, but hey,
Come on,
it's
Nama.
okay.
It's all right.
Hey, 2 minutes late. 2 minutes late.
Yeah, just 2
Ayan,
minutes.
mama. Ayan, mama.
Oh yeah, again, this is live in the God Frequency server. There'll be a link down below to join.
All
Hello.
right. Hello.
Yo.
Hi
How
there.
are you doing?
I'm okay.
Nice, nice.
You sound tired.
Yeah, I only got 3 hours of sleep because
Oh my god, dude.
spirits
Same
don't
thing.
want
I
to
woke
stop
up
messing
and
with me,
I went back to sleep.
bruh.
Dude, I kept on waking up early every time because I was checking the clock to see if it was time for the podcast. And I was like, okay, it's not time.
Well,
I'm
I
gonna
pulled
go
an
back to
all
sleep.
nighter.
Damn.
I was just researching things like to talk about. But another
Hello?
thing that comes with manifestation is like you also gotta believe in yourself and trust the process.
Yeah. For example, one of my experiences, this was last year. Yeah, it was last year when I had my online store and I wanted to manifest sales. So I wanted to make sales, and so I got this paper and I started writing some affirmations down. And I forgot. I think it was something like I'm manifesting a sale. I forgot what I said, but and then I put. You always have to say that you have to be grateful. You always have to be grateful and show and be appreciative of what you're going to get. And that's what I did. And then I remember I had advisory, and then I talked about my store. No, my teacher asked me about my store, and then after class ended, I was just trying to manifest it, so I wrote it down. Literally, like probably like 5-10 minutes after, I go on my store and I see I made a sale. I was so happy.
Yes, sir.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's good. That's cool. That's cool.
Oh yeah, another thing is visualizing. You gotta visualize what you want. So example, like Bullet Bulldog, he said like you visualize you wanted the US to win, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
so that's another thing. And then for Ori's example, it's a cell. And then I visualize
Yeah, you have to like.
having a mic, so I visualize me.
And when you're starting off, like, don't think of
That's
like
what's up.
the hardest. Sorry, what? I
Oh
think the
no.
hardest part. I think the hardest part of starting off is trying to like get it out of your mind. Because if you're thinking about it all the time,
Mhm.
you're not gonna have success manifesting.
Yeah, you gotta trust the
That's
process.
right.
That's I think
Yeah.
that's the hardest for people. It's trust the process.
Yeah, you have to have faith in you have to like believe.
And the more
Yeah.
you go on, the easier it becomes. But starting off, it'll be
Mhm.
really hard trying not to think about it all the time.
Hmm. Another thing that works is trying to have that emotional feeling that you think you're gonna get once you have that thing that you want to get. So, for example, let's say you're trying to manifest money or abundance, whatever. You have to act like you have it or feel it, like feel the emotions that you think you're gonna feel, so you can match that vibration, and you can get what you want
Yeah.
while visualizing. Yeah.
And then there's different
So
ways to manifest too. Like, for example, writing down, you can visualize it. Scripting is another one.
I love
Um,
scripting.
huh?
I love
Hmm?
scripting.
Yeah, I'm gonna start doing it, dude.
What's scripting?
So, all right. So, scripting is basically being, like writing down like a story or just writing in the present that you already have it.
Yeah.
So, for
Basically,
example, it's like I'm so grateful that I hit 1,000 subscribers today, and just being very detailed with it. Correct me if I'm wrong, Bulldog.
No, you're right. You're right.
Yeah.
Like my favorite technique with scripting is the letter technique, which I might cover later if we talk about different techniques.
Yeah, but yeah, that's one, and then another one. I already said visualizing. I think those are the. I mean, there's other ways, but those are the three most popular.
yeah, that's what I did with my experience with my online store. I did scripting to manifest.
I think I did the 369 method when I first started my journey, but
There's also the 5x5, something like that.
yeah, 5x55.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, I don't know how to do that one yet. Yeah, I was
But
thinking about getting some.
369
Go ahead, my bad.
I bet 369 is you write 3 times, dream about it 6 times, wait for 9 days.
Yeah, that's one of the ways. Yeah, because for me, I wrote down what I want 3 times. I forgot how I did it. I wrote down what I want, and then who it's for, and then how am I get it 9 times. So
Okay.
yeah, I mean, there's different ways to 369, but I gotta say, if you trust it, visualize it, and it will come to you easily.
Yes, sir.
Yo, what up, guy
What's up?
Shepherd?
Yeah.
Going on?
Hello.
Yeah, what's up? You
Yo, Shepard, what's up?
Oh yeah, I was just listening to all you guys' methods. I think I've used a handful of them, especially like the story writing one. The 369 one is definitely an interesting one that I should try out. But so far, I do think about every day all the things that I want to happen, and I go about my days with positive intent and just believing that it's already a thing. So I could have like 2 cents in my account, and I would be like, "Yo, I'm like the richest person on the planet." The next thing you know, I had just have all this money in my account, but like yesterday, I would have had like 2 cents. Just to put it as an example.
exactly, yeah. And then you just like, and then that's another thing, bro. You're positive about it no matter what.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like, I know some of you have seen in the chat how I want to start like my own ranch or something like that for dogs.
Oh yeah, so
Yeah,
that.
based off of like, there was this just guy that I
That's
watched.
pretty cool, bro.
Yeah, it gave me the idea, and I really feel like, I could do it. So I just pretend that every day, somewhere, there's my ranch, and I'm just waiting to go to it and just open it up or whatever, because I just feel like it's going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
So I just live like it is.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta keep a positive mindset.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Just think of the positive, and like I said, it will just come quick, bro. Like manifestation, I feel like is the easiest thing. It could be long, but I feel like people may overthink about it, and that's why it becomes hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you gotta be open minded as well.
Oh yeah,
A lot of patience as well.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, a lot of patience.
Manifestation's really easy for me because I just go into my inside energy, but I'm sure, only y'all would know about that. Like, you know why.
Okay.
But I don't know, man. I find it easy. I just go inside myself, and eventually the energy comes to light. So
Yeah. I remember I was playing this game and I was trying to get this new unit or whatever, and I was like, man, I really want this new unit. I'm gonna pretend like I have it. Like I visualized the banner popping up as I got it, and as I did it, it actually happened. So I was like, okay, cool. So that's what also made me believe in manifestations a lot more in the past. So now manifestations are just something that I try to practice every day,
Yeah.
just to make it more powerful as I go on.
Yeah, and that's another example, bro. You can manifest something so simple. It doesn't have to be like something life changing or something like that. It could be literally so simple.
Yeah, like
Yep.
like today. So I work out on my house, and sometimes I'm mostly by myself just working out. And then sometimes I think to myself, I'm like, it would be cool if I have someone to work out, and I will visualize it, just imagining whoever it could be. And out of nowhere today, this morning, I see a text message from my friend. He's like, "Hey, can I go work out at your house?" So that's like, it just happens because your thoughts and have energy in your words. So whatever you're thinking about, it will come to you.
Yeah, I really feel like also like if you dream it, then it could definitely happen because like if you have the ability to create this whole world inside your head or go to a different dimension or whatever, like you can make it happen. There's so many possibilities, but people are just so ignorant that they just forget that they can create anything. Like I had a whole argument with my aunt a while ago about how anyone could become an artist, but she was like, no, because you have to be born with that trait. I'm like, no. People may be born like liking it and naturally talented, but that doesn't mean not anyone can do it.
Yeah.
Dude, that's crazy. I had like an argument like that with my mom, but it was about sports. It's the exact same thing, but just about sports.
Well, theoretically, anybody can draw.
Or
Even
sing.
if you feel like you're not that good at it, you still can. And like, how do I explain it?
It's a trait
Yeah, she
that
was saying
develops
that-
over time.
Yeah.
Yeah, that, but like, talent is only something that limits how much you need to practice.
Exactly.
I was
Yeah.
never really born with any like natural talents, but like my memory and how fast I learn things is what helps me, with being who I am, I guess.
Yeah.
with the
That's good.
guitar.
To a certain extent, you need like talent. Like I'm a trash swimmer. Like I couldn't be an Olympic swimmer, but I'm pretty good at track. But like you gotta look at what you're good at, and you gotta improve on those things. Unless you just downright hate it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or
you
you
gotta-
don't
yeah,
want
yeah.
to.
You gotta find out
But
You
then
what
can't,
also-
you can't
want.
be good at everything. You have to like cut out the things you don't want to do as well.
Yeah.
Jack of all trades or master of one.
Mm-hmm. And quickly, y'all were talking about earlier about like the whole mapping thing, and that's theoretically what is in 2D. It's just a map of thoughts, you being able to visualize things.
Mhm.
So basically, you got to have an idea, which is 1D. 2, you got to be able to visualize it, and then 3, it'll become reality.
Have you ever done scripting for fun, but it wasn't like for manifestation, like in general, like you were just writing a story and then 2 months or 3 months later you're just like, oh man, that happened in real life.
Yeah.
Like I remember I was writing a story and it was kind of like a the disease.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That was like 3 months
Yeah.
before it hit, and that was like 3 months before lockdown, and I was like, dang, did I predict it?
That's crazy.
I feel like that's a lot of things we
Imagine
do.
if-
It's like subconscious predicting. Like I feel like that's something that a lot of us do that we sometimes don't realize. And when we find out, we're like so surprised. Like you said, you predicted happening, and now you're just living in it. Like, who would have ever imagined you writing about some dumb disease to come true?
For real.
Exactly.
I want to talk about a little bit.
Disease is dumb. Disease is dumb.
Yeah. I want to talk about the affirmations on how you can write them. It can go like this. It can go like, for example, let's say if you want to have $500, you can say, I now have $500. And you can say something like, I am very grateful that the universe help me have $500. It could be anything as long as it's in the present moment.
Yeah,
And you should write the feelings you're having, the excitement. You could be, I'm really, really happy that I have this $500. Just as long as it's in the present moment.
yeah.
I've found in my manifestation journey that there's like a middle line between too specific and not specific enough.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Like if I just said I wanted a truck, all right, like that could be like any truck, right? That leaves a lot to interpretation. But if I'm like, yo, I want an F-150 crew cab with all the features, that may be a little too specific.
Yeah.
And don't go out of reach either. Like you had what like Drizzo manifested, which was like a new microphone. Like that's not bad. That's like in the $100 range, right?
Yeah.
Like you're not trying to manifest a whole private jet, so you got to be reasonable. You got to be reasonable with it. Like if
And I
you
feel
want to
like
get
when you try to manifest things that are too specific, like worst case scenario, your energy is not really going to match on that. So either it's going to take a long time to get it, like months or years, or it's just not going to happen at all because you're going too far away from where your energy lies within what you're trying to manifest.
like it's not like you can't manifest a private jet, but you gotta take steps. Like first you gotta say, all right, so I need a job to get this. All right, I need a raise. All right, I need this.
Yeah.
So it's like
Yeah.
you can't manifest something of that degree just instantly. You got to build up to it.
Yeah, that's
You gotta put
exactly
in the
what I
work.
did too. Cause like I can't have a microphone without like a computer. So I did a computer. Then I manifested like basically the microphone set, and then over time I said it's coming, and then eventually it came one day.
Yeah.
But I just say like if you use in the present and positive, and you just keep everything positive, it's bound to happen.
Hmm.
Does anybody want to talk about any techniques?
You can talk about it if you want.
I have a letter scripting technique, and basically it goes like this, right? Like it's in the form of letters, so you say dear and whatever you call the universe, Allah, God, universe. You could say whatever, right? And then you have to say thank you for. You have to say thank you for, and then you just say three things. Like you gotta try to make it as long as possible, but you just gotta say three things. All right. Like, thank you for a new microphone. Thank you for I don't know, a new crystal. Thank you for that job opportunity. But you got to make it longer than that, right? Like you got to be really specific.
Yeah.
And then at the end of it, all you got to do is say thank you again, and then sincerely your name. So what that does is when you said at the start of it, you said thank you 3 times. All right, so that's 1 3. Then you ask for 3 things. That's another 3. And then you
Second gate is clear.
yeah, you oh frick, I forgot. Man, I'm
You
having
say
a
it
brain.
3 times.
Yeah, you say it 3 times. Dang, Turtle reminded me. Yeah,
Nice.
so it's a perfect 3-3-3.
All right.
You know the huh?
I said I gotta try that out.
Yeah, same. Sounds interesting.
Yeah, I was gonna say because like there was actually one unintentional manifestation I did, and so I had a required assignment for my class, and it was to write a letter to your future self, and then they'd mail it to you like 2 years later, and everything in the letter that I wrote, I said, I want to get far in esports and just make some good music, and like, I mean, I did get pretty far in esports. I got top 20 in Vegas Smash, and then
Nice.
I made $1,000 off music. So I mean, I'd say that's a bit of a manifestation, unintentionally, but still one regardless. It was in letter form. Yeah, they just mailed it to me the other day, so that's why it came to mind.
But yeah,
Nice,
for
nice.
instant manifestations, man, instant manifestations are crazy. honestly.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
Because you gotta you think about it. It's like, did I do that?
I feel kind of bad. Like if I did, I'm probably gonna do a reading on it later. But if I did make the Italian lady lose, I might feel bad.
Bruh.
I was honestly just messing around.
When you figure out you're too powerful.
For real.
She watches this video, she hunts you down.
I
Damn.
really hope not, but I remember when I used to stay with my dad and his wife, and they were treating me like trash. And then I left, and then in my mind, I was just like, man, I really hope karma gets you back for how you treated me. And so
Damn.
my stepmom, she's now like dealing with having seizures and stuff, but at the same time, it kind of is karma because she was really like neglecting me and like screaming at me and a whole bunch of stuff. Obviously, she didn't put her hands on me because I'm not her child, but she ended up like she's now having these epileptic episodes sometimes, and it's that would always hurt. So it sucks. I still feel bad, but at the same time, it's karma. I feel like if she would have did better, towards me, then maybe that wouldn't have happened to her. But who knows? It happened right after I thought about it.
Yeah.
But it happens to a lot of people. Like I remember when I was in school also, like people would talk about me, and then my friend was like, "You keep messing with this dude, something's gonna happen to you." And they're like, "Yeah, whatever." Next thing you know, they end up being really, really sick the next day. I'm just like, damn. So,
Damn.
Crazy.
Yeah.
what if
Like-
it's karma hits back on people harder when they mess with star seeds? I don't know. Imagine.
I remember back in 8th grade, I used to be a very shy person, and I would hate it getting picked on to go speak in the board and talk in front of the whole class. So then in my mind, I would always be like, I hope I don't get picked. I hope I don't get picked to talk in front of the class. Or I would say, I believe I won't get picked, and then it would happen. There was this time where the teacher, she was looking at me, she was pointing at me, and I was saying that in my head. And as I said it, she literally is like I literally manifested it. It was very weird because she looked at me and I knew she was gonna pick me. She had the full intention to do it, but as soon as I said that, she just turned around and she picked on some other random kid in the class.
Yeah, that happens to me
Yeah.
too. I'm like, man, she's gonna pick on me, dude. And then I look up, or I don't even look up. They call my name, and I'm like, God damn it, dude.
That happened in reverse to me, bro. Like I'd say, don't pick me, and then she'd just be staring at someone else, then just directly pick me.
See, I was doing
That
this
happens
presentation, right? And I wasn't finished, right? So I was like, I hope she doesn't pick me, right? She was going by ABC order. I was like, dang, I'm gonna have I'm gonna have an F, right? Because it was unfinished. She was going by ABC order, bro. She skips me, and then moves on.
Damn,
I
you
was
got
like,
that was cool, bro.
bruh. It was the
I'm not gonna
luckiest
lie,
moment.
8th grade year was pretty awesome.
Say that one more time.
8th grade year was pretty awesome for me. Like in terms of like, because that's when I started picking up the spiritual stuff. I figured out who my twin flame was that year. It was pretty awesome.
Lucky. See, I only been spiritual for ever since I think February 16th of 2020. That's when I really started to go on my journey.
spiritual your whole life, dum dum.
yeah.
I feel like we've all had those times where, like, as kids or whatever, we have all these signs, but we don't realize it until we get older.
Yeah.
We're more aware, like, down the line because of all the experiences we have or whatever. But yeah, it was towards the end of senior year for me. So last year, it was pretty hectic. It was the first time I actually felt depressed, and I was really focusing on how I felt energetically. Then that's when I was trying to, like, I was talking to my grandma. I was like a Christian and whatnot, and I was looking into that a bit. Then it wasn't like it helped, like, prayer wise, but like believing in the whole, like, God, religion, and all that. I was just like, I don't know, it's still kind of fishy to me. But after that, that's when I see Vaughn Two Cut, and then see what he did, and then move to Thai Spiritual, and then saw what he did, and now I'm here with you guys. So yeah.
Nice.
Yes, sir.
Yo, I have a theory, and correct me if I'm wrong.
Oh,
So you know how,
sure.
like, as kids, we always had that imaginary friend, right?
Yeah.
So what if that's someone from our spiritual team, like our spirit guides or someone?
I really think it is.
It could be.
Yo, that just hit me. I don't know.
Dude, as a kid, I had like the biggest imagination. Like I would play with toys, and I would play with this other kid, one of my friends, and my imagination I had as a kid, it was wild because it would be like I was in a whole nother world, even though I was physically here. Like the things that I would imagine.
Actual.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
I think like throughout my entire life, my spirit guides have always been like animals. Like they've always like before I got before the angels came to me, like my spirit guides have always been animals. It's crazy.
I feel the same way too. I mean, everywhere I've been, because I'm a huge dog person too. So like everywhere I've been, something always related to like a dog. Like I remember the time I went to my grandma's house. She had like these two dogs. I was scared a little because I mean you're a kid, you never seen a dog before. Then you see two giant beasts, hairy beasts. It's like, bro, what are these things? Like, oh, those are just my dogs. They're really nice. And yeah, I was petting them and all that. They were pretty nice. But like everywhere I went, there was like some type of dog connection or whatever. And I think that that's just been something that's been guiding me throughout these times. I guess teaching me about like being kind-hearted no matter what, and loyalty, being loyal to people or whatever, staying true to the things I like, and being a hard worker as well, because dogs work really hard. So I think that's what really helped me learn all that stuff.
Yeah.
Good. Yeah.
But yeah, I was also outside always like climbing trees, and if I didn't have toys and it was sticks or leaves or whatever, I'd literally create little figures out of things that I find outside.
Word.
I literally had like a rock colony, dude. And then I would pretend they were having a little war, and I would throw some of the rocks into the water, and they were just gone. So fun, dude.
Yeah, as a kid, I would just be like out in nature, like looking at the grass, looking at like different bugs and how like they build their homes and colonies and stuff.
Yeah, always outside with no shoes on. I never really liked wearing shoes outside or wearing shoes in general. My mom was like, "Put your shoes on, your feet gonna get dirty or messed up or whatever." I'm like, "Oh, okay, whatever." But yeah.
I think as kids, like we don't realize like all the crazy, spirit. Like today, it would be considered spiritual. Like, but back then, to us, it was just normal stuff that we were doing.
It's just going
Yeah.
outside, yeah.
People would call kids weird for like just, I guess, playing with, the kids that play with bugs and stuff and collect bugs.
Yeah.
Like, "Are you weird? You like bugs?" Like, no, to them, like that was normal.
Yeah.
But then like, your parents would make you so afraid of them after a while, like, "Hey, this thing will kill you," or whatever. Or even before you're even able to like communicate, I guess, with the bugs or whatever, be around them. Your parents are like, "Hey, that bug will kill you," or it's gonna hurt you.
Yeah.
And yeah, they make you so afraid, so then you can't really connect with it.
And yeah, I see that.
Meanwhile,
Go ahead.
my grandmother would live amongst the black widows in her home.
That's pretty cool. I mean, if I see a spider or like a bug nowadays, like I don't even bother to go and kill it. Sometimes it's on accident and I feel bad, but
Yeah.
still, man,
That happens to me.
yeah.
All right. Thank you for making it to the end of the part of the video. Make sure to like, comment, share, turn on notifications, and we'll see you in the next one. Take care, y'all.